Hello, welcome to or back to the vlog. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but today we are flying to do an audition road trip. Ah! Cue the credits! Today we are flying to St. Louis, Missouri to audition for the Muny. I just thought, if not this year, when? Because they are doing Hairspray, Something Rotten, Shrek. They're also doing Ain't Too Proud, which I will not be in. But those three musicals I could very easily be in multiple different tracks. So we are going to the Muny. My room is a complete disaster behind me. Like, literally ignore what's going on behind me. I am mid-pack, and also I want to like clean my room before I go and like change my sheets and do everything, because I want to come back to a nice, clean, refreshed room. You know that feeling? Like, where you just come back and you're like, ugh. So I have 40 minutes before I need to go pick my mom up at the bus station. She is taking the bus into New York, and then we're going to fly out to LaGuardia. So I thought we could do my makeup together and kind of chit chat for a little. I don't want to do too much makeup because I'm just traveling today. But I do find that I feel better when I do have just like the tiniest bit of makeup on, especially when I'm around so many people at the airport. So I'm just gonna do like a very light base, some mascara, blush, eyebrows, and call it a day. Because I am a member of the union, I am going to an ECC at the Muny, which means I got to sign up prior. So my check-in time is at, oh, hold on to your seat, because my check-in time is 8:15 a.m. The thought of like belting my face off at 8:15 makes me a little weary. But tomorrow we're obviously have a hotel tonight, and it does have a gym. So I think what I'm gonna do is get up around like 5:36-ish and go to the gym and like wake up my body, and then do a full vocal warm-up, get ready. So by the time that it's 8, I'm already like had a day, you know, I've already had breakfast, worked out, warmed up. So I'm thinking that is gonna be the plan. We'll see tomorrow. Hopefully our flight doesn't get delayed. There's no problem. That was my phone because I need to get ready to publish my Instagram post for 12. I also find wearing like the tiniest bit of makeup on a plane or something, and especially like in the airport, allows me to not touch my face, because when I have makeup on, I really don't, I try not to touch my face, and which is really good because I don't want to be touching my face with all those germs. Breakdown of events. Today is Thursday. We are flying out. I think my flight is at 6:30. Guys, this is like how this is. Like, it's a Thursday. It's 12 o'clock. Like, I'm still working. I'm just like working on the go. But I will say that is the benefit of working for yourself, is like I can answer emails while I also get ready and also film a YouTube video, while also filming a get ready with me, like pack with me reel. Like, I can do it all because I work for myself. Today is Thursday. Our flight is at 6:30, I believe. We're flying from LaGuardia to St. Louis, Missouri. I have been to Missouri before. I have been to the Muny once before, but I was non-union, and it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. So it's going to be a very different experience this time because I have an appointment. It's going to be more organized, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure as the years goes on, they, you know, tighten up how they run auditions. So I'm sure it will be run much more smoothly than when I was there as non-union. Then on Saturday, I signed up for an audition that is an 1.5-hour drive from our hotel, but I have not received a confirmation email saying like, we'll see you there. Like, so I don't know if I'm going to go because I haven't gotten a confirmation email. I also have sent so many follow-up emails. I've even called the box office to try and get in touch with someone, and no one has replied. It sounds silly right now when I'm saying it out loud, but like this is real life. So maybe have an audition on Saturday, to be determined. But Sunday is callbacks at the Muny. So Friday, hopefully I'll learn if I get a callback soon after my audition. Because if I don't get a callback and I don't hear back from the audition on Saturday, my mom and I are going to rent a car and start driving. It's about 16 hours from St. Louis back to home. So we're just going to rent a car and start driving. And then when we get tired, find a hotel like off the highway, sleep there, and then finish the drive. So this weekend has been planned really one way. This audition road trip truly has been planned one way. I did not want to book a returning flight like for Monday morning or Saturday or Sunday, not knowing if I was going to go to these auditions or not, or get a call back, because I did not want to waste my money. I also didn't want to have to buy protection for the flight and the extra rooms. I didn't want to be stranded in St. Louis. So this made the most sense. I don't know if economically it makes the most sense. I'm going to keep track of my finances during the trip, so we will see how much it costs. But logically, this does make the most sense. To make an educated guess, I would say this trip is going to cost me in the $400 to $500 range. That is a lot of money for one audition. I am fully aware of that. So that being said, what I'm trying to do is separate fun audition time versus pressure of spending almost $500 on one, maybe 2 auditions. I'm trying to like just detach those two thoughts in my head and not put expectations on the auditions, because that's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. The only thing I can do is my best. And if they love me, they're gonna love me, and hopefully I fit in their puzzle piece. But if I don't, I'm gonna base my, interrupt my monologue because, she butt dialed me. That was my mom, who just informed me that her bus broke down and the replacement bus won't be there for 40 minutes. She was supposed to leave at 11:50. It is now 12:20. I was supposed to meet her at the bus at like 1 something. So hopefully we baked in extra time for this reason in case something happened. So I think what we're going to do is go right from the bus station to LaGuardia now. But we'll see if they're being truthful when they say the bus is only 40 extra minutes away. Never a dull moment. Anyway, to wrap up my monologue, I'm just going to base how my auditions go on how I feel versus the reaction or callbacks that I get. Basically all I was saying, because it is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of money. I'm aware. It's the same thing when you invest in, voice lessons, dance lessons, workshops, master classes. I'm just investing in an audition because we're having the mindset, why not me? Why not me? Why couldn't I book the Muny? Why couldn't I book the Muny? Why not me? Say it together. Why not me? Extra time now I can clean my room because I was really worried I would not have time to clean my room, but now I will. So I'm definitely going to clean my room, wipe down all the surfaces, dust. I think I'm going to change my sheets. And that's what we're going to do. Freaking did it. I cleaned my room. I took out the trash. I changed my bedding. All I'm going to do is vacuum real quick. But then we're good to go. I just called the Uber. It's happening. We got to the gate. We are here very early, but that's okay because I love to people watch. We're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna do some work on my laptop, edit some things, and then I think it starts boarding like 45 minutes before 6:30, so lots of time.
Enjoy Fight, thanks for joining us.
Made it to St. Louis. Now we need to get to the hotel and eat something because it's like 8:39 and we haven't had dinner yet. Okay. Gorgeous. Look at this. I'm gonna pretend that my water is a nice crispy cocktail. Ooh, yeah. Made it to the hotel. I'm going to take off my makeup. I just washed my hands thoroughly. We are going to eat some food and then I'm going to pack my audition bag so I have everything ready because I'm about to get up real early tomorrow. Like real early. And then I want to get to bed as soon as possible. But I'm hungry. This hotel is so nice. We have to like walk a maze to get to our room though. It's kind of funny. This place is huge. Good morning. It's audition day. It is around 6 a.m. right now. It's very early. I am gonna get changed and go work out for like 40-ish minutes. And then I'm gonna come back up here and actually do my hair, do my makeup, warm up, like my voice. I'm gonna warm up my body, obviously, but I'm gonna warm up my voice. And then we're going to leave around 7:40, 7:45, call an Uber. It's a 10-minute drive from here, but I want to give myself time because we're not here to rush today. So feeling good, feeling excited, feeling a little tired, but that's okay. We're gonna wake up. Am I working out in my brand new Keds? Yes, but beggars can't be choosers. I only had so much room in my suitcase. Feeling so warm. I stopped and got some water at the gym because there was like a filtration system, and then I got some ice. So I brought my Stanley. Pour this in. Oh, a perfect fit. And then I'm just gonna top it up with my favorite electrolyte water. Oh, perfection. And then last night, I asked for extra lemons when we were picking up dinner. So I have everything I would need. We are making it work. I'm gonna get the seeds out though, because God knows I would choke. I brought my no spill lid. Obsessed with these. They have a 30-ounce size and a 40-ounce size. I'm gonna link them in the description because they are that good. And we're off. I just called my Uber and we're gonna head to the theater. We are here. Ah! Just finished singing. I sang 2 songs in the room and then we chatted a little. So now we're just waiting to see if we go to the next round. Okay, we got a call back. Just got back to the hotel. Now it's lunchtime. Don't worry, I'm gonna debrief you about this morning because that was crazy. Let's break down what happened this morning. So I got there and I got to the Muny, and right when you walked in they were checking you in. So you were given a piece of paper that had all your info on it, and then you handed in your headshot and resume and you got a number. Then you went down this little hallway, turned, and then they took your photo. And little tip here, make sure you arrive in your audition outfit when you go, because I did not. And I was like, oh, I am not in my audition outfit. And she was like, oh, that's okay. So then we went to like a holding space, and then I changed really quick. And then they led us down this journey, like emphasis on journey, because you had all your stuff, first of all, and then they took us down a hallway to the left, outside, and then up a staircase in a building, and then down a hallway. Then we turned left again, and then we went outside again, and then we were like backstage of the Muny, like the huge backstage area. And then you went in and then down a staircase, and then you split up into different groups because there was like 4 or 5 audition rooms happening all at the same time. So we got into a holding room, and then we got in line, and then my line, you waited downstairs, and then you took the elevator up, and then you finally went into the audition room. I auditioned in some sort of like green room, utility room. There was a washer and dryer, there was microwaves, there was a refrigerator, like exposed ceilings. Like, it was interesting. I can say I've never had an audition in a utility room basically before, but that's okay. So I sang my first song, and then he said, "Do you have anything soprano?" So then I sang soprano, and then we chatted in the room a little, and then we went back down to the waiting room, and I waited there for maybe 40-ish minutes, maybe an hour, and then they read off a bunch of numbers that they wanted you to stay. So there was about 70 people in the waiting room, and 16 people got asked to stay. So I did get a call back. Woo! So then you sit in the waiting room, and then you go down another hallway, and then you wait in front of like the final room where it had the artistic director, the head, casting director from Telsey. They were also filming you. So then I sang my first song, and he wanted to thank me for coming to the New York City auditions as well. Thank you for coming to the Muny. And then that was it. So super fun experience. Learned a lot. Definitely am going to come back next year, but they run a tight ship and a smooth ship there. Man, things are really, they got a good system going. Wow. There was our hotel, and here's the arch. Wow. We're going in and we're getting a rental car now, which we pre-ordered online. We just had a lovely lunch at Condado Tacos, which, blast from the past, I went to Condado Tacos all the time in Columbus when I was in college. So that was such a treat. I did not finish. I have a to-go box. We just put the address in. It is a 13-hour drive. So let's see how far we get. The quickest update ever. It's about 7:40 a.m. and we made it back to PA, to my mom's house. And now I'm gonna take a very long, fat nap, and I'll see you later today. Hello, welcome back to New York. I am thrilled to be sleeping in my own bed. It was a very long road trip, but I am back in New York now, and last you saw me, we were driving on the road. I thought we could chat a little and do my skincare, but audition went so well, as you saw, and we being my mom and I decided that we just wanted to get the rental car and really just drive. It was 13 hours back to PA from St. Louis. We got lunch and then picked up the rental car, and then we drove. And as we were driving, we were gonna stop at a hotel and just like, when we got tired, just like stop at a hotel and sleep and then wake up and drive the next way. But once we started driving, we were like, get us home. So we just took turns napping and driving, and we drove. The only downside to this road trip is there was snow squalls from about 1 a.m. until we got back to PA, which was at 7:15. So it ended up taking us 16 hours to get back, which, listen, is not ideal. I know that. You know that. Your eyebrows are probably lifted right now. Believe me, I know. God, I love this stuff so much. So we drove, we finally got home. There was snow squalls. It was like, we're talking like white knuckled on the steering wheel going like 25 on a 70 highway. And what is crazy is those semi trucks. Whoa, man, they just came racing down the highway. Like, aren't they scared they're gonna like hit a patch of ice and like tumble off the road? Because I was nervous and we were in a car going like 25. I was like, so I'm so happy we made it safely home. And then Saturday spent all day in bed, and now I'm back in New York. It is Sunday. So whoo-wee, was it an audition road trip. A successful audition road trip. Very glad I went. Yes, it was expensive. Yes, it was. But sometimes you need to invest in those connections and that face-to-face interaction, and never underestimate being on someone's home turf. It's a completely different ballgame. So let this be a reminder. If you're thinking about going to a local audition, just do it, because you never know. Why not me? That has to be your mindset. It has to. Why not me? So I definitely feel like it was fruitful enough that I will be going again next year. Even if there is New York City auditions, I will go to those, and I will be getting my booty on a plane to St. Louis. I do think I need to plan a little better next year. Now that I've done this, next year I will be more prepared and know what to book more. You know, we're going to show up to the audition completely ready and dressed and ready to go. But I'm really glad that I went. If you're not already, make sure to follow me on all the other parts of the internet: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest. I even post pins on Pinterest. I'm a pinner. Let me tell you, I love Pinterest. Make sure you're subscribed here. I can't believe there's over 11,000 of you here. What? That actually blows my mind. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to come back next week, same place, same time. I will see you next week for another vlog. Love you. Bye.